Sometimes it's hard to find a reason why, when everything is falling and all that's left to do is try your best to keep holding on to the next sunrise. But you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Sometimes a mountain means it's time to climb higher than you've been before. So hold on tight and close your eyes. You'll make it faster than you know, closer to the sunrise. 'Cause you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found.
Unmute myself. Hello, everybody. Okay. I always think I have all this time to get everything ready, and then I just seem to keep running out of time, but that's okay. How's everybody's week gone so far? Let me get in these comments here, and we'll get those showing. Hi, B, and Nicole is here. Hello. I like that. Hello. I can see her saying that too. Welcome to everybody watching that's not engaging in chat. That's fine too. We love you all. Introverts, extroverts, and all the other titles people go by. So today is February 25th. And I just promised everybody, hi Heather, you made it. Good evening. She says good evening to all. I'm going to just basically be pulling cards today and get everybody in for a card reading because those are always fun. I just had a bit of a week myself. I just had a little bit of a scare with that shoveling, and so I've been going and getting some blood work done, and I'm really excited to have a doctor. Oh my goodness, so excited to have a doctor. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's going on, and we'll get it resolved. All I know is I have high iron, and it probably explains why I'm feeling a little tired sometimes and a little foggy in the head. We're going to get it all figured out. It's going to be great. Hi, Lynette. Welcome, welcome. Yay! It's Wednesday! Right? It's our Wednesday night. It's fun times. You know, I wanted to bring up the title of the show. Let me move this over to the correct camera because we want to add this to stage. But let's do that. Ooh, yeah, doesn't that looks good. You guys can all see that card over there. Remember, we've moved on to the new deck, Bodicia's Tarot of Earthly Delights. It's such a feast for the eyes, the artwork, and it's kind of sophisticated too. I feel like I'm reading like a little bit more of like university or an arts class, professor's class kind of description on the cards, but that's fun. You made it. Welcome, Janice. For a second there, I thought I saw another name in the chat, but it's not there. So I better keep my mouth closed on that name. So yeah, look at the size of this book. Absolutely stunning. I'm very happy to report, yes, Janice, and for anyone that's in the chat and they can see, she's just said card, please. So I will be doing readings tonight. If you would like a card, I'll try to keep an eye on the chat and see the names of the people that would like to have a card pulled for them tonight. I'm so happy to let everybody know I did receive a response from Caroline Kenner, the author of this deck, and she was so gracious. She was such a lovely lady. I mean, we didn't speak, but she messaged me today of all days, so it was so nice. Hello, Nicole. Welcome. I was just really tickled, and I thought, oh my God, she's messaging me today, and it's the show. So it just feels really nice to know that we have her blessing. The author of this deck that we've chosen for the next, 99 days? She was thrilled to learn that we were going to be using her deck going forward. And she mentioned the artist and creator of the deck, that maybe Paula will grace us with a visit on our show. So stay tuned. No promises, because this was Caroline putting that out. But I was all over it and so excited. And I said, that would be beyond what our expectations are. We just wanted to know that it would be okay that we use this deck. And she was thrilled, so happy that we're using her deck. So we got the blessing, which means we can go ahead. And just like we used to do for the deck that we used in the past, I'm going to every show under, like on the YouTube channel in the details. If ever you're curious and you'd like your own deck, or you'd like to learn more about the author or the artist, I've got all the links there that I could find. So all I'm going to do from week to week is copy and paste all of that information and carry it to each show for you. So you can always find information on this wonderful deck. I'm excited. We pulled the card, Page of Aether. Page of Aether. Now, I always want to do this, right? I pick it up because I want you to see it a little closer. Come a little closer to me. There we go. She's like suspended in the air on a bicycle. I don't know why, but I thought people are going to love that bicycle. I just felt like it's the thrill of the ride. That's what I see with this. Freedom. It's a new journey. I want to see what the picture looks like in my book here, so I can look at it alongside you all. So yes, I don't want to read the description yet because I want to look at this picture myself and get the vibe. I just get this feeling of like it's opening up a journey for us, and it's a whimsical journey. They're asking us to get outside of our heads and allow spirit to guide the way. She's up in the air. She's got streamers. Let's go have some fun. I love that there's an owl, the owl of wisdom, I imagine it's an owl. I'm sure we'll find out more in the description because they're extremely well done. The description on these cards. Life is a ride, Kathy says. Hey, Kathy. Oh, Lynette said she would like a card. I'm assuming Kathy wants a card. I'm going to scroll up. Kathy, I'm putting you down because I know you're probably going to be typing to say, yes, I want a card as well. So, yes, this is like trust your intuition. It's really interesting, actually. I was talking to my good buddy Christopher, and I was just like, part of our lesson here, I believe, for so many of us is learning to trust that God and our angels, our guides have everything under control. Because we are, yes, Kathy says, yes, please, for a card. I think that a lot of us do the lip service of saying that we are trusting, and yet we're still trying to control things. And I see it in my own life. I just think like when we're worrying, we're controlling. And isn't that an interesting thought? We were talking about, the past and the future and your anxiety and your depression and how that relates. I think we all have heard, in the past you're depressed, in the future you're anxious. And that's just the thing, right? Like anxiety, if we have anxiety, that is showing up for us to let us know that we're not trusting that the creator of the cosmos, the creator that put all this wonderful game of life together for us to have an experience, can handle it. Like really, right? When we say it like that, I find it very humbling, and it kind of smartens me up and go, you're here for the ride. Just like the lady on the bicycle. We're here for the ride. Get on it, enjoy, and say yes to opportunities, and just trust these are coming to you for a reason. So yeah, just felt led to say that. I saw this wonderful saying on Facebook, and I'm actually going to share my screen to show it to you all. Well, share screen. Here we go. Share screen, and I think, yeah, let's see. Is that the one? Yes, I believe this is the one I want to show you guys. This page. No, you're peeking ahead. You're not allowed to peek ahead. I don't want you to see that one yet. I thought I had it right. Share screen. And, everything might start going small on me. What is this one? Oh, this is the one I want to show you all. This is something that really I love. Oh, hi. Look at that. Patricia Ann Martin just liked my post. Anyhow, thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle. And the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. This really sat with me. I thought, that's the truth. Like, that to me speaks of this concept of being limitless as well. Like, I love this. Okay, now I'm in small. I can't even see my screen. I can't remember how we did this, and then I was able to get the layout, and it's so early in the show too. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm not sure what to do. If I do this, then it goes big, and then if I do this, we're back to normal. Okay, I think I remember now what I used to do to get rid of that. Here for the ride. That's right. Christopher says, do it. That's right. So I just love that. The candles, that your one candle can light thousands of candles. It's limitless. And I wanted to really talk about the cost of kindness. It doesn't cost anything and it doesn't take anything away from you. You can light somebody else's flame. I just really want to encourage everyone to look at life not as there's not enough. Hey you, where is the part? Wow! Hey, it's MJ in the house. Welcome, MJ. We're just talking about stuff, dropping some wisdom, pearls of wisdom. Welcome to the chat. So I just wanted to give you that pearl. I thought it really spoke to me, and I love the analogy. I'm very big on candles and lighting candles and just the symbolism of that. That's fire, that's spirit, that spark. Let's just light everybody's candles. Let's just go around. Your fire is never going to run out, and I love that. But let's dive into our page of Aether. So I need to go into this screen style so you can see that card again. Let's read up on the title of our show, Page of Aethers. A free-spirited young woman clad in a diaphanous wrap petals her celestial, I'm telling you, I feel like I'm in university, velocipede. She's petals her celestial velocipede across a cloud bank. She gaily flings her arms above her head, trailing colored streamers and dramatically waving a caged owl. Is the owl enjoying itself as much as the gal? A firefly headlamp illuminates her path. I miss that. That's so cool. As she glides on wheels with grasshopper wings as spokes. Wow, that's a lot of detail. Grasshopper wings as spokes? Jeez Louise, I'm having a look here to see that. Okay. The page of Aether is an airborne messenger with news to impart or exciting gossip to share. She may bring insight to a developing situation. Oh my! So she's very flamboyant. She's the gal who's just walking around and spreading the gossip. I love that. So that's what we've got going on. Oh my goodness. This is so funny because I wasn't sure how or when I would bring this saying up. But speaking of gossip and spreading words, I wanted to plant a little seed of thought as well. And I love this and I think about it a lot. It's one of those things that I try to carry and be mindful of as I navigate life. And it's, before you speak, let your words pass through 3 gates. Is it true? Is it necessary? And is it kind? So, that's some pretty heavy stuff there. If we stop and listen, that is some very heavy gates to pass through before you actually speak something to someone else. I really feeling like the description of the show tonight was all about, and it's funny because it just like, it's not funny. We know that by now, right? Everything is connected. Everything is going to make sense, even if I don't know why. But it was all about communication in the description of the show that I put out without even knowing what we were going to be talking about. And I wanted people to be more present and aware. I was feeling like last week that this past week, I would literally witness people. I would say something to them and And as they're walking out or they turn their back to me and they're walking away, they say something in response to what I said, and they were like completely off the mark. Like you knew that they hadn't heard you, that they were just doing an automatic response. Like it was related to what I said, but it was like they just made a whole bunch of assumptions of what I meant and made this off, responded, and it made no sense. And it was really sad because I saw it a lot this last week. And I was thinking, how many people are not hearing? They're not hearing when people are talking, right? Kathy says, I love it. She says, think before you speak and be kind. And if you can give a hug, you never really know what others are going through. You are so, so right. And I just wanted to encourage everyone to making maybe more of a mindful effort that when we're speaking with someone, we just we're in the zone with them and we listen to what they're saying and maybe reply back what you heard and have them come back with you like a response. See if you're hearing exactly what they're wanting to convey to you. I remember very vividly conversations where I had slowed it down. I just realized, oh my gosh, Claudette, you're not really listening to what this person is saying. I want you to pay attention. And so I do, and I stop, and I really just say, okay, in my mind, I'm thinking, I can do this task later. I want to be present with this person. And I'm always end up with a surprise. And I'm always given such a reward and a gift of an interesting conversation. It ends up going somewhere I never expected it to, because it wasn't me just cutting it off with a reply that you just automatically would give. Instead, I was in the moment listening to them and having this face-to-face, real authentic conversation. And I feel like that's really important for everyone right now. Let's think about our words. Are they kind? Are they true? And are they necessary? So often I think was that even necessary? What is the point of saying that? I'm guilty of doing things like that. Oh, so yeah, right, Nicole? I know. It's all of us. We love to visit. We're social creatures. But we're missing some of the flowers that we could be smelling. We're missing some of the flavor of what life has to offer us. We all chose to participate at this very moment with the souls that are out and about and in our lives and distantly in our lives. They are all precious souls that we agreed that we were going to share this time and space with. So I want to encourage you. How do you want to have that energetic exchange with that person? What do you want to leave with them? Let's try to elevate our game. Let's try to just be more present with people. And, by doing so, they feel heard, they feel seen. I honestly, for me, it didn't make me feel lonely or sad that people weren't, hearing what I was really saying. But I just thought how much of life they were missing. they're probably just going through the motions of so much of what they do, and they're missing out on beautiful opportunities to have meaningful exchanges. So there we go. That is my little nugget of truth there. So we've got a gossiping lady, and she is the lively lady there. She's got streamers going. I feel like this is very fitting for someone who likes to carry gossip. But we keep using the word gossip as though it's a bad thing. It seems like the card is also alluding to the idea that for some of us, we've been operating a little bit in the dark. So expect for the next week coming up some information. Maybe a little bit of inside information that's going to help you understand more about a situation you find yourself in, or you're going to understand better what the motivation is for something that you've witnessed or you understand is about to happen and it doesn't quite fit with what you know. Look out for the messages. You're going to be receiving messages to help you with an ongoing situation. So this message is so brilliant. When you are listening to your readings and listening to this card, anybody that's listening at any time, that is the time that's perfect for you to hear the message about this card. It doesn't expire next week. And I just wanted to let everybody know there'll be people that'll be watching this show, in December. But it's because they are meant to listen to the show in December. And all of the information and the thoughts that we're talking about are going to be very meaningful for them. Here we go. So, the meaning says new ideas, breaking news, suddenly discovering fresh and surprising information about a past situation. I like this. A burst of information and an inclination to experiment. A charming, vivacious person full of ideas and enthusiasm. This person is more of a cheerleader of wisdom than a wise person in their own right, as their caged owl suggests. I think this is one of those wonderful people in your life that you just sometimes wonder how they get through every day without more mishaps. But their hearts are gold. They're full of great intention, and they have something they want to share. A person working in media or advertising, or a brilliant salesperson. So I feel like what they're letting us know is this is a public persona kind of person. This is someone who networks. This is someone who's the one at the coffee break, just kind of getting everybody's information. And did you hear about so and so? And they're the people that are making sure the birthday cake gets brought to the staff room. And I feel like everybody has that person that they feel like, well, let's ask so-and-so. They know everything. So just be aware and on your toes. They've got something quite useful to bring to you. Some information that's going to help you have some better understanding about a situation you find yourself in. There we go. Bicycle, the velocipede, is another word for bicycle, speed, momentum. So yes, this is quick. Firefly is a bright idea. So they're also conveying to us in this card that this information is going to spark some creative energy. It's going to allow us to see a situation in a different light and help us take it to the next level, progress. Right now, it's like, why doesn't this work? I don't understand this other component to my project and it doesn't seem to flow correctly. But someone that is very, very vivacious and loves to network and likes to know everything about everybody is going to bring you some important information, and that is going to spark you and get you going in the right direction. I love this. The streamers represent freedom. They represent joy. So these are, again, it's going to be almost like, yes, I've got it, eureka kind of moment. And the caged owl is wisdom constrained, yet to be released. Now, this is more about, I feel like if I were to interpret that, I would say the person that is bringing you the message may not even understand the depth or the importance of what they have just shared with you. So there we go. Wow. Welcome, Julie, Spiritual Alchemy Energy. Welcome to Happy Thoughts on Wednesdays. It's lovely to have you join us. We always love to see new faces and new participants. So there we go. That's our Page of Aether card for this week. I'm going to put the book away. And I just want to make sure I don't miss anything else before I get into card readings, because we tend to go right through to the very end. So for anyone, fabulous reading for someone, would love a card. Absolutely, Julie. I'll add you to the list. I was just going to let you know and let everybody know that's interested in listening. Just let me know in the comments if you want me to pull a card for you, and I will do that. I'm just going to finish going over a few things. So it turns out, here, let's remove this from the screen, but I also want to add a slide here. Here we go. This is more important than my face right now. You remember how we were talking about Maya from Tumbler Ridge that's in the Vancouver hospital? I just wanted to let everybody know that Sia has requested that the address we gave out last week be changed to this new address. So if you haven't sent a card out yet, please write this address down instead or screenshot it, and I'll read it out loud for anyone that's listening. 4567. You know what? I just realized 4567. Oh my gosh. Those are all in numerical order. 4567 Heather Street in Vancouver, BC. And the postal code is V as in Victor 5Z. I think B, I need to add you in here. And O as in 0. C as in Claudette, 9, V5Z, O0C9, and Canada for any of our international listeners. So there you go. Cards, messages of hope, little tokens of that, you know, are flat and can fit in an envelope, maybe a sticker, whatever it is that you feel like you want to send, they would very much appreciate it. They're finding inspiration and courage and confidence to continue the big fight, you know, by we help uplift her so that she can cheer on for Maya. And she says she reads everything. So for anyone that hasn't sent one in yet or would like to send another one, there you are. There's the address. And again, this will be in the show notes on YouTube, that you can go there and I'll have the address posted there as well. I know last week we talked a little bit about 988, the suicide crisis line. I just want to remind everybody about that, the 988 crisis line, because, you know, it just kind of hit me This past week, Martin Short, one of our dear Canadian actors, lost his daughter. She took her life, and so suicide affects people in all walks of life, and of course we all know that. But it's just a very sad time for him. He's suffered a lot of loss, Martin Short. And so I just wanted to bring up the 988 suicide helpline. This is throughout all of Canada. So if you're struggling with your thoughts and you're just feeling like you can't seem to fill your mind with positive thoughts and you're struggling, that's what that's there for. Dial 988 and someone is going to be on the other end of that line. They're going to help you find a reason to get up in the morning tomorrow. And hopefully you're finding inspiration here, because you're all here for a very special reason. I probably say this every program, but I really think it's incredibly important, and I want you to understand there's no mistake you're here. This was not some big mistake or an accident. And everybody has a great purpose. Everybody set out with visions and ideas of what they wanted to accomplish in this lifetime. And you've just lost your way a little bit. But that doesn't mean that those goals, those lofty ideas of what you wanted to pursue and experience are gone. They've just been put aside for a little bit. So this show is to help you find that energy again, find that I want to go, I want to do better, I want to experience more, I want to encourage others to experience more, smell more flowers along the way. What's the name of your YouTube channel? Okay, sometimes I can do this, Nicole. I'm going over. I'm going to go to YouTube right now so you can see me, but I'm navigating on YouTube right now. So let's see. If I go here, I can see already my one program, but I just want to see, I should be able to share. You know what? I'm going to go like this. Command C. Nicole, I'm putting it in the comments for you. And I'm just going to finish suicide crisis line. I'm putting this in the comments for anyone that needs that phone number. It's now there. It's throughout Canada. Doesn't matter where you live. And for you, Nicole, here we go. Command V. I have given you the link to my YouTube channel. And for anyone else that's looking to like and subscribe, eventually when I don't have the shop anymore, it's going to become even more important and more precious for you to be giving me a thumbs up on the show. And I only want you to do it if you sincerely are enjoying the show. I mean, it's wonderful for me to see. It's encouraging. And also, it's showing YouTube that people are watching the show and they're enjoying the content. And those thumbs up and the subscribe actually really make a huge difference. So anybody that is inclined to do it, merci beaucoup. All right. Oh, and how are we doing? 8:11. I gotta keep going, don't I? Okay, I want to share the screen again because everyone's gonna want to know this. Share the screen. Here we go. It is time for another Rock and Gem show, guys. Edmonton. Let's go, everybody. Let's get a van full of friends and go make it a shopping trip. It is so much fun. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in, but that's where you find some really cool raw specimens, jewelry pieces, all kinds of fun, unique carved gemstones. So March 26th through the 29th at West Edmonton Mall and it's free. I remember I thought for sure that I paid to get in. So to me, I feel like that's something new that they're doing. It's free admission. Thursday through Saturday, 10 till 9 o'clock at night. And then Sundays, 11 through 6 p.m. So yeah, Silver Cove's doing their show. So for anybody who's maybe thinking, I want to go to Edmonton, that might be the time you want to book your trip. Won't that be fun? Stop sharing. Here we go. So we're done. Now, I've covered almost everything except one other thing. My prayer is that you do a podcast Monday to Friday. Wow, B. Well, you better start putting thumbs up on all of my shows. You know, honestly, I would be happy to do that. Yeah, we'll see. Start praying, girl. I have something really exciting for you guys. It all happened last minute last night. And I really stepped out of my comfort zone, and instead of like shirking and hiding and saying no, I decided to say yes. Yes. Start saying yes to life, right? So we're going to have a guest next week. His name is Dave Scott. And now I can share with you the screen. I'm going to go here, share the screen. And David doesn't know this. I love having stuff where he doesn't know what's going on. And it's exciting for him. Now I can show you that screen I wasn't showing you before. Here we go. Mr. Dave Scott from Spaced Out Radio, a fellow Canadian and residing from the 108 Mile House area. He is going to be on our show next week. And as you can tell, he's right up my alley. Sasquatch, E.T., look at the Northern Lights in there. This is our guy. This is a Canadian. Please like and follow if that's something you're interested in. He's a super nice guy. I've been listening to him for quite a long time now on Twitter. I'm just going down to where I want to show you what we're going to have. He was looking for people that might be interested in having him on their shows to talk about his Haunted 108 project. So I'm super excited about that. And you can actually see probably my comments. Oh, no, you can't see them. There's been more since last night. But I thought, he said here, I'm interested in booking podcasts to interview me about my latest project, Haunted 108. So I don't know, guys. I'm very excited about this. I feel like we may end up having him on more than once. So I want you to be ready with any wonderful questions you might have for him. He is going to be promoting his haunted tours. He's actually got like a heritage property. And I was snooping around and I even saw like a picture of a ghost going up the stairs. And I know some of you people are very interested in ghosts. So that's what's cooking for next week. I'm so excited for all of us. We haven't had a guest in quite some time. And it's just like Pandora's box is opening up, guys. I met a beautiful author from Chetwynd, and she is just in the process of getting her book published, self-publishing. And I know we're going to find that conversation incredibly powerful. So there are things cooking. I feel like once I'm no longer, busy with the shop, we're going to end up having a lot of fun, a lot of guests and different things to just open up our minds, right? I know, David. I'm super excited, and he knows what this means. I'm going to want to go travel and visit Mr. Scott and start participating. We almost went last year because he holds like Sasquatch conferences, and then people come like from all over to present, and I'm just so excited because I want to support Canadian people doing this, because I've always said when we would travel to the US, we have so much here. We could be doing these kinds of conferences here in Canada. So I'm super stoked about Dave Scott and his projects. And I feel like I'm in a place in my life where I'm going to be able to just put more time and effort and attention in the areas that I'm really interested in, and therefore you're going to come along for the ride. So there you go. Enough jibber jabbers. Let's get to doing our readings. I might forget, so I'm just gonna say right here code, because I only give out the code at the end of the night, so I don't want to give it out early, but I've been forgetting the code, and I've had people coming in shopping, and we've been using the old code. So let's get the camera turned around. This is when we've got to rearrange things to get ready for the readings. I'm going to share at the stage. So now you can see, yeah, you can see. Good. You can see my list right here. And I'm going to grab my deck. So Janice and I explored. I brought a different deck to a private appointment. And yeah, you know how sometimes, well, you may not know, but I find there are some decks that are just meant for the one person, like they're just meant for you. But if you go to use it and read for other people, it just kind of feels like, I don't know, it's okay, but it doesn't zing. Like, I don't know, like it was a good reading. Janice and I both agreed it was, but I'm going to go back to using these cards. And so I thought I was going to use the new cards for the show. And no, that deck is going to be a deck simply for me and my family. All right, here we go. Let's get these readings going. What time is it? 8:20. We're going to be... You know, I keep feeling like they want me to give you a stone. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I don't have my stone deck with me here. I've got my book, the Crystal Bible. So I'm going to just randomly flip in here for each person as well. And you're going to get a stone. So I get rutilated quartz. Well, that's funny because David was attracted to rutilated quartz, and I have a ring that I've been trying to wear for days that's rutilated quartz. Anyway, I'm going to, I'm just going to write rutilated quartz because I don't want to forget for me. You got to follow the breadcrumbs. Yeah. Okay, so where can I'll just tuck this here so I can grab it when we need it. And let's get going. First person on the list is Janice. And if you're just joining us now and you'd like a reading, you just simply need to put in the comments, yes, please, me, please, that kind of thing. I'd like a card, some kind of communication to let me know that you would like me to pull a card for you. Okay. So I've got Janice, Christopher, Nicole, Lynette, Kathy, Julie, and B on the list. I just need to wet my whistle. Janice, what are we doing here, Janice? Here we go. And I want this one. What's going on with you? What's going on with you? Sorry, I'm just trying to line up here. Okay. So your past card is showing that you were in a place where your needs were met financially. You were quite peaceful, but you were also feeling like you were in a transition. Things were changing for you. Like those closest to you were also in a place of change. So it was almost like, I don't know if I want anything to change right now because things are finally in a good place. So that was the past card. This card right now for the present is showing me that you feel like your hands are tied behind your back. There's a feeling of like there's not enough resources for you to do the things that you need to do. You're feeling restricted in some way. And then the future card, it's talking about some kind of, what I get out of this is that I keep hearing the word canceled. Something is going to be canceled. And it has to do with, I feel like there was some kind of, like the horse is white on this card. And I keep feeling like, come riding in on their horse, like a white horse, the savior. I don't want to put like really bad news on you, Janice. I'm just letting you know that there's some kind of, you've got some eggs in a basket and they're just letting you know it's not going to pan out. And I'm not sure what that has to do about. I feel like it's about a young man. There's something going on with a young man. There's something that you are hoping for, you've planned for, and they're just letting you know it's not going to go according to your plans. Okay, so there we go. You're getting turquoise. So you're getting turquoise. This is for you. Let's see. Turquoise is a most efficient healer, Janice, providing solace for the spirit and well-being for the body. Oh, it's a protective stone and has been used for amulets. That's right. Since time immemorial. Wow, listen to this. I've heard this before and I'd forgotten. It is believed to change color, to warn of danger of infidelity. Well, we don't have to worry about cheating. Turquoise promotes spiritual attunement and enhances communication with the physical. So I really love this for you. I think that this is for the spirit and well-being of the body. It's solace. So it's a very fitting stone for you in the sense that if you have any turquoise around you, that I know that you're really enjoying your ring, Janice, but if you do find that you're struggling with the disappointment of whatever this is that's not going to go forward regarding the young man in your life, I want you to just consider maybe just hanging on to a turquoise. Maybe you have a piece of turquoise jewelry. It's just a comforting stone when we're challenged with a disappointment. Okay. All right. So, Christopher, this is my first time pulling cards for Christopher. So let's see what's coming up for Mr. Christopher. Mr. Christopher. Okay, let's go. Okay. All right. Tuned in, ready to go. This is for you. This is for you. And this is for you. Huh. Well, very interesting, Christopher. I see this past card as a bit of, this card is relating to somebody or yourself where there's not a lot of vision. there's not a lot of like looking outside of the box and really embracing life and taking chances. This guy, he's upside down. So this card for me is often like when cows jump over the moon. Like there's a cow, a bull jumping over. And so for me personally, when I see this card, it's and it's reversed, it's telling me that there was some sort of restriction or hesitancy to try new things, do something new. There was like a very narrow vision. So here we go. Let's look at this present card. It's showing you have loyalty around you, Christopher. There are those that are loyal around you. I see the white dog in the vision in the picture here. But you've got a lot of swords that are scattered at your feet. You're holding a sword. It seems like you've been juggling a lot of different attacks. And I don't mean that in a scary way, but it's just like some unfortunate things, some unfortunate news. It's just presently you've been dealing with a lot of challenges. That's the word. And they want you to know that you're not alone. And it's interesting because you and I had been talking about, just like, what does trusting God look like? The universe, our guides, is really, knowing that everything is happening for a reason. And even if it's not happening in the right time or the sequence of order of how we want them to go, or we're getting some bad news, we need to trust that everything is going to end up playing for its perfect plan for the person that we're worried about or for ourselves. So that's what I get with you. I feel like as well that there's been a sense of holding back things that you've wanted to say. You've seen people, struggling, and there have been things that you would like to have said, but you're really keeping the inner quiet. Like you're not sharing what's inside. You're not making that public. You're keeping your observations to yourself. But you do see there's a lot, it's almost like a battlefield of things that you've seen. So the future card is beautiful. I love this. You're getting the card that Janice had in the past, but for you, I simply see again the loyalty. The people that are loyal to you are going to continue to be loyal to you in your future. If you've had any worry or thinking like people are going to leave or I'm going to lose this person, I want you to know that for the time being, this future card really shows still a consistency here for me anyway. That's what I see. I see that you've got loyal companions with you, and you are in a place where you are going to, for the future, you're going to build some stability, some income stability. The tree is here and it's full bloom. It's produced the fruit. It's got the coins in there. So what I see is you are embarking on a journey, however, Christopher. I see that you are moving forward and you're not leaving this behind. You're not leaving any of your friends behind, but the loyal people in your life. But you are going to have some new experiences. You are ready for a journey of new experiences. And because of the prominent tree there with the money, I do sense that it is related to how you earn your money, that you are pursuing some new endeavors. All right, let's see what coin Christopher gets. Let's find out. Did I say coins? Sorry, crystal. Ooh, you're getting the ruby. Mr. Rose Quartz, you're getting a ruby. Ruby is an excellent stone for energy. Imparting vigor to life, it energizes and balances, but may sometimes overstimulate in delicate or irritable people. Ruby encourages passion for life, but never in a self-destructive way. It improves motivation and setting of realistic goals. Listen to this, Christopher. Ruby stimulates your heart chakra and balances the heart and encourages you to follow your bliss. It's a powerful shield against psychic attacks and vampirism of heart energy. It promotes positive dreams and clear visualization. Ruby is the stone of abundance and aids in retaining the wealth and the passion. Beautiful. That ties up your reading wonderfully, Christopher. I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, we are doing good. I don't see any more comments there. All right, so we're moving on to Nicole. Our Nicole. Let me give these a shuffle and start thinking about Nicole. Okay, I think I forgot Nicole. I've got Kayla's in here. Hi! I missed ya. Hi, Geraldine. Welcome. She wants a card. Okay, see, I missed some people. I didn't know this. Okay, so I feel like we've got two Nicoles in the room. There was Nicole Wise. I'm sorry, Nicole. I don't. But then we have Nicole Baudouin too. And I think, so I don't know if Nicole Weeze asked for a card. So this is for Nicole Baudouin, just to make sure I've got it right here. And Nicole Weeze, if you want a card, you need to say yes, please, all right? Heather says she would like a card. I didn't have Heather in here. Okay, we got power through. We're going to be pushing it right to the end. The only one I don't have is Nicole Weeze. So if Nicole, you wanted a card, you'll have to say in the comments that you want a card. And let's get to work here. We got, Nicole Baudouin. I'm like swirling for you. So this is like going to be important. This is very important for you. Very important. Whew. So you went through a period in the past of really having to watch how you used your resources. You know, like you were monitoring your money, you were monitoring food, you were monitoring home. And when I say that, it was just like there was enough, but you definitely were keeping tabs on everything to ensure there would be enough. So that's the card in the past. Hi, I can see you, Devoke. I see you. And hi, Cindy, welcome. We're doing card readings. Yes, please, Nicole. Nicole Weeze says yes, please, for a card. So W. All right, let's get back into this. So presently right now, you've got the Devil card. And for me, I just feel like for you, it's like, excuse the language here, it's almost like there's a mind fuck going on. Like someone is being very, they're not being forthright with you. And this is regarding your future. I'm really getting like strong indication that someone is not being quite truthful with you. They're withholding important information that they know you have a right to know. If you were to make the proper, like you're trying to make decisions and they're withholding things, and they would say like, well, you didn't ask, but that's not the point. That's not the point. So I want you to just be very well aware that you don't have all the pieces to the puzzle. And people are expecting you to make decisions or make pronouncements, but you haven't been given all the information. So you could find yourself in a predicament by, it's almost like you want to champion and defend someone, and yet you could end up looking not so good, not in a great light, because you didn't have all the information. They're withholding things, hoping you're going to jump off that deep end and just start defending this person. But had you known everything, you might have been a little more quiet about it. You might have still been supportive, but you wouldn't have defended them to the lengths that you're planning on going. I've been asking for a card. All right, Devoke. If you are on Instagram, for some reason, I might not be seeing Instagram. So I apologize. I haven't seen you at all. And I don't see any Instagram there. Let me look over here and see what's going on. It's so weird. Like, I have a countdown here. It's strange. I don't know what's going on. Maybe one day you're on YouTube. Well, I should be able to see you. Like, I'm seeing this now, Devoke. So we're going to add you in. I'm not sure why I wasn't seeing your comments earlier. Okay, so let's finish up with Nicole, because she's got a big, interesting reading here. I need you to be on guard. The future card for you, Nicole, they're really stressing for you that it's almost like you've got to protect the shores. That's kind of like this card is showing that, right? She's standing guard. And when I see this card, it means you need to be ready. It's not that you're going to have to hurt anyone or say anything, but more about being vigilant. I want you to be aware about conversations that are happening around you too. Oh, YouTube's been having all kinds of weird stuff going on today. Julie's Spiritual Alchemy Energy has been just shared with us. So that could be what's going on, Devoke. I'm sorry. I first chatted right before the hotline links. So, Nicole, for you, Nicole Baudouin, it's time to be vigilant. I really want you to be observant, because there's a bit of vulnerability in your life, and I'm not sure what's exactly happening. Someone is withholding information that is important for you to know, and you're being cautioned. Don't make any sudden decisions because you're operating off of half of the information that you need. Okay, let's go. We've got Lynette next. Lynette! Let's get your reading in. Oh, hang on. Nicole gets a stone. Well, this is so weird. I didn't get a stone for you. So Nicole, with you, I really sense like, you know that gal, and she's got the two swords crossed over, and she is standing guard. She is being vigilant. This picture is showing your auric field. And so for you, I just sense that they're saying they really want you to be in tune. Like maybe do that extra meditation or that quiet contemplation when you're going to be, or before you're going to be around colleagues, like the night before. Prepare yourself. Be in that quiet, calm state, and then your intuition will be just, you know how when you're grounded, you're more level and you can see things a lot clearer. You're going to be able to see who's being deceitful or withholding information. So for you, I think, that's so funny because I feel like we talked about that recently about, you're welcome. Bienvenue, Nicole. You're welcome. I feel like we talked about meditation and just quiet time like that. So yeah, that's for you, girl. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. Okay, Lynette. We're bouncing to Lynette. Here we go. Lynette, I'm just going to do another one here. Here we go. Okay, Lynette. Oh, I'm going to do this. There. What do we got, Lynette? What do we have? So, Lynette, your past card is talking about that you've been feeling disconnected from your spirituality. It might be that you've been busy and you had other priorities. They're talking about that you felt like before you would have kind of a knowing or a feeling and you would go with that. And it's not that you needed to go to church. It was more about just your intuition was much more alive at one point. And lately it hasn't been like that. This is the past card. So I feel like with you've been coming on the show and listening. So I'm sure that you've been thinking a little bit more about all of that stuff and what does your spirituality look like to you. So let's look at this next card. Okay, so this is the present card for you today. It's an interesting card because it's all about the money again, and it's about teaching, but it's in reverse. So I'm feeling as though there's something that you have a skill that you're not charging for. I think that there's an opportunity here for you to examine what it is that you do very well, or you're good at, or you enjoy doing. I get the sense that there's a missed opportunity where you could be making a little extra income for yourself. So that's what I get from that. I think that they're saying that there are people that would want and appreciate what it is that you could offer. I sense that this is more like a domestic skill, but it's something that not everybody has time to make or do, and it's something you're very good at, and it's not a lot of work for you to do, and there's an opportunity here for you to make some money. So that's very interesting. Your future card for you got the same card Christopher got, but in the right position. I want you to look at your future with a little more optimism. I think it's really important to be examining where our energy is being put. Like, what are we feeding off of? What are we, some people only they'll watch the news overly too much. And then they just start feeding into those emotions and the angst and everything. And for you, you're really being encouraged to let things be a little more fun in your life, like a little more carefree. I think that there is someone from the other side that is wanting you to not take life so seriously all the time. They want you to have fun. And so I think with this opportunity of finding something that you are good at and making some money at that, it could be anything. Like maybe you can cook really good cookies. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's a home related thing that you're already good at. Maybe it's mending clothes. I don't know. But with that, I feel like you're going to find some new freedom and some fun, and you're going to feel appreciated. You're going to feel like people need me, like I contribute, and I'm enjoying it because I like doing it. So that is your reading, Lynette. So I'm going to also see what kind of stone comes up for you. Let's find out. Ooh, You got serpentine. Serpentine. I was just working on the labels for serpentine. Serpentine is an earthing stone that aids meditation and spiritual exploration. I love this because that was the first card. It was talking about like not being as connected to the spiritual side of your life, and that's something you're going to be working on. You're already working on. Clearing the chakras and stimulating the crown chakra. It opens up your psychic abilities and helps you to understand the spiritual basis of life. Oh, wow. This is awesome for you. Lynette, it assists in the retrieval of wisdom and regains memory of past lives. Well, you and I both know things about your memory, so I love that for you. I think that's very fitting, Lynette. I think that you're on the right path. Okay, let's move on. It's Kathy next. Here we go, Kathy. Make sure I haven't missed anyone. Nope, we're good. All right, Kathy. I love this card. This card is the past card for you. You were in a place where they want you to know that they were with you on a journey. You weren't alone. There was a past journey that you were on, and it was very emotional, but you weren't alone in that journey, that you had support. When I say you weren't alone, I'm talking about God, your angels, those who've passed over. You were really supported, and that you played a prominent part in this journey that you took in the past. Like, this was like you were one of the main players in this journey. I feel like you were dealing with, and I know that about you, so that's, but I'm seeing the Grim Reaper's sheath, or whatever we call that, the scythe. So I just want you to know, when you were going through all of that, they're wanting you to know that your loved ones were with you. God was with you. And they helped you have the strength to deal with the passing of your loved ones with the grace that you did. And they want you to know that your actions and how you helped these people cross over did not go unnoticed, Kathy. That goes a long way on the other side. So they just want you to know they hold you in high esteem, and they're so proud of what you did. So the middle card here is talking about balance. I feel like you're being called to review things in your life and to see if there is an equal give and take, if it is a healthy balance for you. They're encouraging you to look at your life and find those places that need to be tweaked a little bit. They're talking about there's a lot of good things in your life, in the sense that you have people that love you and are supporting you, but they're also, I'm feeling a sense that there's some imbalance that needs to be looked after. So going forward, the Sun card upside down, like this is my golden child card, but he is not in the right position. So again, these readings are fitting for just the time that we're doing the reading right now. So I feel like your future right now, you're having a very difficult time picturing what does that look like. There's like a real block for you envisioning what your future looks like. You want to be free. You want to have you want to ride away like on the horse and the sun is shining and things are great, but there seems to be a block. So I want you, encourage you to look at things that are not in balance and see what you can do about that. And the more that you start to make things even and less fluctuating high and fluctuating low, let's get things more even and calm. And your future will start to make more, like it'll start to become clearer and clearer for you. All right. Chrysocolla. That's your stone. All right, Kathy. Chrysocolla is a tranquil and sustaining stone. I love that for you. It helps meditation and communication. Within the home, Chrysocolla draws off negative energies of all kinds. It can help you to accept with serenity situations that are constantly changing, invoking great inner strength. It is beneficial to relationships that have become rocky, stabilizing and healing both the home and the personal interaction. I think that is exactly what you need, girl. So when you're needing comfort as you're navigating and doing all the things you need to do to bring your life into balance, grab that Chrysocolla. I am swirling. It'll give you comfort and it'll remind you you are not doing this alone. Even if it feels like you're alone, some things you have to do on your own, but it doesn't mean that your team isn't standing all around you, even if you can't see them. Hi, Rhonda. I will see. I love that you joined us. I will see. I've got quite a few people still ahead, and I'm going to have to go late. If everyone's okay with me going later, I will go later. Julie is next. Let's get Julie's card reading in here. Here we go. And then B is after Julie. What does the Chrysocolla look like? It looks like it's like a tealy blue, like a robin blue, and it has greens in it. Chrysocolla is beautiful. This is an alphabetical order. It's kind of hard to see on the picture here, but there it is, Kathy. See what you can make. It's almost like a turquoise, but it's got green in it sometimes. It has like some veins of different colors in Chrysocolla. It's a beautiful stone. I love it. Okay, let's move it on here. Julie! Okay, don't turn them. Here we go. Okay. All right, Julie. What I see for the past card, so again, this isn't what's happening now, but they like to give you a past card just to kind of confirm so that the rest of the reading, you're hearing the message. They're just talking about that things were not in balance for you. You as well got the Temperance card. You felt like you were disconnected as far as like your connection to source, or that it was kind of like a dull period of communication, and it happens to all of us, and we go in, I call it cycles. It's just like, well, what happened? I'm not dreaming anymore. I don't feel like I'm getting messages anymore. There was this dry period. That's the past. Okay, so what they're saying is there is a healing of heartbreak happening right now. So I think that what they're doing is they're giving you, there's like, I feel like you're gaining strength. You're growing from an experience that you've had where it hurt. But the card is upside down, and for this card it is a good thing to have it upside down for you, because it's saying you're recovering from it. It's not happening to you right now. That part is over, but you're still mulling over all the feelings and emotions, and you get the memory come over at other, like during the day when you're not expecting it, or something triggers you. So you're just in this place. So they want you to know that the reason why there was a bit of a disconnect is because of the turmoil that you were in. You were very focused on it. And we often sometimes, I find that sometimes when we're in something, we all of a sudden we're just so anxious for it to be resolved that we take everything into our own hands, and we start to try to control everything because we're anxious, and we just want this to be over, this uncomfortableness. And so they're just saying that there was a bit of a pulling away, only because you were anxious and upset over it, and that's totally understandable. So the future card here, it's very interesting because I feel like they're saying that there are still battles to be won ahead. Like, I feel like this isn't over for you. So my encouraging words for you are reestablish that deep connection. Maybe it's your routine hasn't been a routine as of late, but they really want you to come back into your routine, because that's going to help ground you. It's going to help you feel more connected, because this isn't over. Whatever you're dealing with, Julie, you're not finished with the battles. And I'm sorry to say that. I wish I had better news to tell you, but they want you to be prepared and to know that you're still going to be required to hang on to that sword. Let's find out what your stone is. Kyanite. Oh, that's a soothing stone. I like this. This is an excellent stone, blue kyanite, for attunement and meditation. It is tranquilizing and a powerful transmitter to amplify high frequency energies. It stimulates your psychic abilities and your intuition. With its ability to tune into the causal level, this stone can help spiritual energy to manifest in thought. This is what you need. The kyanite is going to help you reconnect, and you're going to feel it. You're going to feel like, there you are. I missed you. And you're going to be it's going to really help give you the strength you need and the confidence you need as you go forward, because you're not finished yet. There are things yet for you to confront. So blue kyanite for you, Julie. I hope that was helpful. Okay, B. Let's go. You're next, B. For anyone that, can't listen right through to the end, yeah, you're welcome, Julie. It does feel a little heavy. I mean, you must be having some challenges, but the beautiful thing is you're going to be able to, you're ready to reconnect with your team. So kudos to you, because I know what it feels like when we're a little bit distanced from them and we miss that closeness to them. Yeah, they want to offer you comfort and strength. Okay. All right, B. Let's see what comes up for you. I was going to say, for anyone that needs to go to bed or whatever, you can listen to this tomorrow. It'll be on YouTube, and you'll be able to hear the readings as well, right? So for anyone that can't hang out till the end, it's interesting how oftentimes we're getting the same cards for people. Okay, so here, one card the same. Again, so for you, B, they're talking about that it's like there was some kind of a battle that you lost out on. Like you didn't end up on top. I don't know what that would be. It's something that you lost. It didn't go the way you had hoped it would. And there's a sense of loss. This is your past card. Okay, she's ready, she says. B says, I'm here. So, yeah, this is a family thing. The present is showing me that there's a feeling of discord in the family. It has to do with feelings. I'm really feeling this. Like, I think that you were hoping for a different outcome. You were really pressuring, and not pressuring in a bad way, but you were trying to impress on your family, someone in your family, close to you that you consider family, of a way to go ahead. Like you could see that it, from your years of living, you had some wisdom in the situation. And so you had more of a bird's eye view of the situation they were in. Yeah. So what they're saying is right now that you're witnessing, and you're actually seeing an unfortunate situation, but there's nothing you can do about it. That's what they want you to know. Everybody has freedom of choice, and you know that. But they want you to know they're aware, they see it, and, souls all have freedom of choice. And so for this family member that you're watching, they went ahead and did something that you had said, not wise, my friend. I wish you would reconsider. And they went ahead and did it. And now things are not great. They're difficult for them. There's arguing happening. So that's that. And then the future card. Oh my gosh. Why can't we have some fun, beautiful readings? Okay, so I see a separation of a relationship, B. This is gosh, why do you give me the hard stuff to say? B, it just shows me like this is almost like a divorce card, or like a friendship breaking up over it. So the future is saying, as a result of some poor choices this person has made that you're very closely associated with, it's going to result in a breakdown of a friendship or a relationship. So they're just preparing you for that. So you're not blindsided. Okay. All right, Sir B, what do we got here? Oh, so you didn't get a stone. B, they're talking about for you, they want you to think about, this is very interesting. This is so far out of everything else. The wealth corner of your home is the farthest back left point from your front door. I'm going to repeat that. The wealth corner of your home is the farthest back left point from your front door. They are wanting you to put an orange stone there. I would consider putting like citrine or carnelian to activate the finances, activate the wealth. Yeah, I'm seeing an orange stone. I feel like orange kyanite, but that's a difficult stone to get your hands on, B. So if you can't get orange kyanite, carnelian is an energy booster, and I think that's what you need for you. Okay. All right. Good job. Okay. Message delivered, B. Geraldine is next. Here we go. Geraldine. All right. Let's get your card reading in, Geraldine. Here we go, Geraldine. Just doing that last one. They want to do that one. And I'm going to do this one here. Okay. So, Geraldine, the past card, there was some sort of an accomplishment where it was something was achieved. Now, this is a very social card. It's a more like a community card. So I want to say like this is either like on a there were many people who saw the achievement or celebrated an achievement, Geraldine. This is the past card. The people gathered around and they were celebrating an achievement of some sort. And this is relating to you or someone that is very close to you. Some sort of like graduation or like an achievement, like a promotion, something that very recently you were celebrating. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. That's awesome, B. Yeah, the orange stone, orange kyanite. So let's get back here to Geraldine. Geraldine, the Knight of Wands for you. So for you, Geraldine, there is a stagnation right now. So you had this amazing event where you're celebrating an achievement, and there was this expectation that things were just going to start going quickly in a positive direction. I'm not saying they're not going in a positive direction, but it feels to you like it's a lot slower than what you'd expected. Like the benefits of whatever this achievement was, they're a little slow coming in. Like, it's like, come on already. Where, like, you know, it's just like if you got a promotion at work and now you have great benefits, but they're like, oh, well, we got to fill this paper out and it's going to be another couple of months. There's something based on that achievement that there were going to be benefits bestowed on your family, on you, but there's been a bit of a delay. I want you to know it's going to happen. It's going to happen. There is a bit of like knowing how to navigate this new frontier. So you're in a new, like you're learning the rules. There's someone that you're going to get assistance from that's going to help get things going in the right direction. They're going to be like, all right, you need to talk to Sam, or you know what I mean? Like there's someone that's going to be kind of like mentoring the person that has achieved this and they're waiting for the benefits of their achievement. They're going to have some help. Someone is going to come and they've already got the skills. They've already been there. They're going to assist your family member, you, to figure out how to expedite and get things flowing that are rightfully yours. Okay, so that is the reading for you. And what are we getting? You're getting Ruby Aura. Wow, fancy girl, Geraldine. Ruby Aura. Ruby Aura cleanses the base chakra of old survival issues and abuse, bringing in passion, vitality, and activates the wisdom of the heart. Spiritually uplifting, it opens to Christ consciousness. This is a protective crystal against aggression and violence. Huh. This is a very interesting stone. So, like reading about the stone, I feel like there could be someone that is trying to, like, is a little bit jealous of whatever this celebration was about, and they're the ones that are kind of like trying to delay things. So, that ruby aura, if you can get your hands on some, I've never even seen a ruby aura. So I'm not sure where you would source that beauty, Geraldine. But it gave us some insight, didn't it? That there is someone that's a little bit jealous, and that's why there has been a delay. So you're going to have someone that can override that person's negative actions and get things going again and flowing. Okay, so that was for you, Geraldine. Ruby aura. I'd like one of those. All right, Heather. Let's go, Heather. You are next. Everyone's been so patient. I got Heather, Nicole, Devoke, and Rhonda next. Okay. Here we go. Just one more shuffle here. So, Heather, they're talking about your past card here. It's talking about how they're acknowledging that you've overcome hardship in your life. But they're also signifying that with that hardship, when you left and overcame it, and this happens to most people, there's something that you hung on to. Ooh, I'm whooshing right now. So I'm sure you're aware, but there is still a little bit of healing that is needed, and we've all got healing that we need. So Heather, they're just bringing up that you successfully got out of a real bad situation, a hard situation, but there's still a little bit, even though this was in the past and this is a while ago now. You're welcome, Geraldine. You're hanging on to something. Now, I don't know if that's resentment or bitterness or pain. There's something still lodged inside you. And it's creating right now for you, it seems to be surfacing up. You might not be aware of it, or you might be aware of it, like, why is that memory coming back up? Well, why am I having this feeling? So for you, Heather, they're talking about things are not in balance right now for you. There's something that is out of balance, and it's not like a terrible imbalance. They're asking you and giving you the opportunity to heal. They're saying you're at a place where you have the tools and your heart is strong enough. You have more wisdom. You've had more life that you've lived, and you're ready to open up that closet door and take that little bit of baggage that you've been carrying around, expose it to the light and look at it, because honestly, it doesn't need to be with you anymore. And that's a beautiful thing. Your future card, they're telling me the Knight. The Knight. It's excuse me. Yeah, okay. I feel like for you, there's an opportunity to collaborate with some people. You might have been given an opportunity, or you are eyeballing some people and you're thinking, I would like to work with them, or I don't know what this is, some sort of collaboration. It's not, they're letting you know that it's not a good collaboration opportunity for you. So I'm going to leave it at that. I feel like this will set you backwards instead of forwards. So I'm not sure what you're contemplating, Heather, but I think that it's kind of like what I got a message last week was take the second offer, not the first offer. I don't think it's the end, and for you not to worry about your future. But whatever this is that you were thinking of, maybe helping out, volunteering, possibly working on a project with someone where there could be a future. There's things you don't know about this situation, about this person and these people, and they're just letting you know that it's not in your highest and greatest good. Ruby Aura brings joy, vigor, and love of life. It can help support energy levels when they are depleted with its dynamic but gentle energy. Increase the libido. All right, come on, baby. Here we go. Thank you, Kathy. All right, so Heather, you need a stone, don't you? Ooh, Veracite. I feel like I've had Veracite at my shop before. It's kind of gray, but there's a little bit of green to it. Veracite. Yes, I think there's another name for Veracite. Could it be African jade or something? Gosh, I think I just saw Veracite. Anyway, let's read about this. Veracite is a stone of encouragement, bringing hope and courage. It is extremely useful for illness and invalids. It supports and encourages an invalid to continue despite the illness and helps caregivers to deal with the disease an illness can create. Opening the heart chakra, it brings unconditional love into the situation. Wow. I feel like this is an incredibly important stone for you, Heather. Veracite. That, I know a little bit about you, and I feel like what an incredibly useful stone, right? Veracite is extremely helpful for past life exploration. It facilitates visual images of the experience while going deeply into the feelings and experiences of appropriate lives. It stimulates insights into the cause of disease or patterns that have been carried over. There we go, and aids reframing situations to bring out healing. You're ready, girl. They're even picking the stone out for you to help you with getting rid of that little bit of baggage, that little suitcase that's sitting in your closet. Well, I wish you well, Heather, on your cosmic journey. Okay, Nicole Weeds, you've been so patient. Nicole, you are next. Devoke and then Rhonda. Here we go. Nicole Weeds. Okay. Let's get your reading in, Nicole. I'm going to do that. This wants to go here, so we're going to do it like this. Okay. All right. So your past card, Nicole, is showing a time of things in balance. Again, it's the Temperance card. Things were calm. You're feeling very connected with your future. Like when I say future, you just felt like you knew your path going forward. You had confidence and assurance, and you were very you had that steady focus about what that future looks like for you and what your aspirations are. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can find it for you, Heather. So, yeah, Nicole, I just really get a feeling for you about your career and your future. And it seems to me like there's been a bit of like your present card is saying like they want you to get back out there. Um, there was a bit of a like a disconnect from what you were trying to create and what you were feeling really driven to create. And then there was a little bit of a like something happened and you kind of, it's not that you lost your way or anything, but it was almost like you were feeling you're just starting to question the things that you felt so powerfully driven about. You were starting to question things and it drove you to like pull back a bit, and I'm swirling. So they want you to get back out there. They want you to start um publicly, like I just see like posts. They want you to post. They want you to start putting out offers of the services that you do. I think it's really, you're welcome, B. I think for you this is, it's enough hiding and enough like you're holding back. Something you've been holding back and you haven't been doing 100% working on it, and they're calling you and suggesting to you to it's time to move. Because it's interesting, you got the Fool card, but it's upside down. So they are affirming to you, you already had the vision. You already knew all the things that you wanted to achieve and do. And they are reminding you, you have what you need to go forward. Stop getting distracted by little side projects and build what it is that you're supposed to build. So I don't know exactly what's going on with you, but they are really wanting you to get back out in the public's eye and also to finish what you started. That's what I get for you. There's no like, yeah, there's you have the confidence and you have the skills you need to get it done. Okay, let's find out what stone for Nicole. Sodalite. Well, that one I know for 100% I have it at the store. Sodalite unites logic with intuition and opens spiritual perception, bringing information from the higher mind down to the physical level. This stone stimulates the pineal gland and the third eye and deepens meditation. When in sodalite enhanced meditation, the mind can be used to understand the circumstances in which you find yourself. This stone instills a drive for truth and an urge towards idealism, making it possible to remain true to yourself and stand up for your beliefs. Wow, I really get from this is something happened, Nicole, where you took in some negative programming of some sort. You internalized something negative, and it's just, you gotta get back in the game. Get that sodalite, do your meditations, work with it, and you're gonna get right back in tune and start really propelling forward. Excuse me. All right, we got Devoke. Let's go, Devoke. Devoke and Rhonda, for your patience, I will read for you as well. So 2 more readings. And for anybody listening, I'm going to make my code. Let me go into my banners here, because some of you, I'm sure, are just about ready to wanting to go to bed. But I need to do... let me ignore that ticker that was running along the bottom. I didn't even know it was running. So we're going to call the special shopping code Celestial Kindness 99. I better write this down. So I'm going to just save, and Celestial Kindness 99. Let's show it. Here we go. There's the special code for this week. For everybody still listening, Celestial Kindness 99. Celestial Kindness 99. That is the shopping code of the week. So if you come into the shop with that code, you're going to get 15% off of anything that you're purchasing in the store. 15% off. Okay, so now let's go back into maybe here. Comments. Couldn't find comments. You can tell it's getting towards the end of the night. All right, here we go. Let's get Devoke done. And everybody will be happy. They got their code for the evening. Here we go. Devoke. Okay, Devoke. This one I'm going to actually end up with a couple extra cards here. So Devoke, it's talking about that there in the past you have not been able to work. There was something was preventing you from working, doing your trade, what it is that you do for a living. There was a bit of a stalemate, like stagnation in your ability to earn a living. And you weren't connected to the community anymore. So that is the past card. They're talking about there's definitely a struggle right now with emotions. There's you're feeling very vulnerable at the moment. And you're feeling lost in the sense that this is something I've never had to navigate before. Devoke, this is like, it's the Queen of Cups, but she's upside down. So I feel like for you, there's a lot of trepidation. There's a bit of anxiousness about just everything that you're navigating emotionally right now. But they've also asked me to pull an extra card for your future. So I've got 2 cards here. I want you to know that you're going to pull through this. Your future card is, of course, you're going to pull through it. But I see you coming out having learned a lot of different new things, like wisdom. This experience that you're navigating right now, you're gaining wisdom, and you're also you're making a new community of sorts. I see that you're building it's a strengthening of community for you, a strengthening of people around you, and of all like-minded people with the same ambitions as you, sharing the same thoughts as you. I feel like for you, this card is talking, it's a very nice card, and it's got the white horse again. So I feel like you're going to come out of this triumphant, despite how it feels and despite the depth of the emotions that you're feeling right now. You will come out of this with wisdom, and you'll understand more of how and why you were part of this experience. So this card is telling me that for the next while, your future is in your community, not outside of the community. It's not time to earn money outside of the community. I think that your cards are definitely talking about staying near your home base, and that they just want you to stay within your community right now. That they're going to provide money for you in the community. I do see like it's not a great amount of money that you're earning, but you're still going to be working, and it's really about strengthening the community right now. I just feel that for you. I don't know who you are, Devoke. Honestly, and I feel terrible saying that because I feel like you know me. So if you're comfortable, you can message me after the show and give me your name or put it in the comments and whatever. But for you, I'm really feeling like when I say community, like the town you live in, or like it's time just right now. They want you to stay close to home. I hope that makes sense for you. And let's find out what stone you have. You're getting Unakite. This is a great stone. It balances emotions and spirituality. Wow, there you go. You're dealing with a lot of raw emotions right now. They're saying placed on the third eye, it opens it up and promotes visualization and psychic vision. This stone also provides grounding. Yes, I feel that too. When it is needed, and can be useful after meditation or psychic work. Unakite can be used as a casting crystal for scrying, signifying where compromise and integration are needed. Wow, that's super cool. Scrying. I feel like I might know who Devoke is, but I'm not going to divulge that name out here. So scrying is another hint that I think I know who this person is. Okay, so Devoke, Unakite for you. Unakite. And our last reading of the evening, and thank you to everyone who watched and joined us this evening, is Rhonda. Let's get your reading going here. And then we're going to all meet Dave next week. That's going to be exciting. Our BC ghost hunting guy. And Sasquatch. So this is going to be fun. Let's see where the road leads to with meeting Dave. Maybe he'll be gracious enough and come back and talk about different things that he's experiencing in our corner of the woods, right? In British Columbia. Here we go, Rhonda. I'm ready for you. This is this card. They want that one, and I can see it right here. This is right here for you. Okay. All right, so the past for you. They're saying something stabilized for you. Something finally solidified. It became permanent. There's something that you'd been building and working towards. It's accomplished. It's done. It's solidified now. I keep getting the word solidified. And your present right now is... There's a bit of a longing at home. I feel like there's a bit of like sadness at home, loneliness at home. Your emotions aren't all being met at home, in the home base. Now, I'm not saying that, I'm just feeling like there's something you're yearning or pining for that used to be there but isn't there right now. There's like... Yeah, you're feeling a little bit like your equilibrium is... Oh, you're welcome. Deborah. Thank you, Devoke. I appreciate you telling me that. And you weren't who I thought you were. But I'm so pleased that you have been joining us. And I really appreciate it. So I hope that message was useful for you. So... Yes, I really feel for you, Rhonda, that there's right now you're experiencing a feeling of like, yeah, there's something you're missing and longing for from the past that's related to your family, to your home. So, like when you're at home, you're like, you're seeing things and they're reminding you of things and you're wishing for. The future. You want me to use this? Okay. This is very interesting. So your future card, they're talking about sorry, I'm trying to get the message here. It's very interesting because, what do you want to say about this? I guess, I don't know. I imagine this will make sense to you, Rhonda. I keep getting the feeling like, I'm getting the feeling like there's some kind of vice, some sort of habit that we do to, I kind of want to use the word addiction, but it's like there's something that you customarily will do to like soothe yourself or to manage the situation to make it more bearable for you. They're saying that you are got a tight grip on that and you're doing very well. So I want to just commend you on that. You're working on not going into those old patterns of what you would normally do when you're feeling the longingness or the emptiness or things aren't the way you want them to be. And I want you to know that they're saying to you that the thing that you're longing for and the thing that you're missing is not something that's going to come back in the way that it was before. So they are very proud of you that you are navigating the emotions of this. You're working through it, and they see and they're commending you on your approach to it. You're bound and determined that you're going to do it in a healthy way, and you're doing things differently. And despite things aren't going to be the way they ever were before, I want you to think about the positives that are going to be coming into your life as a result of this change in your home. It's not all bad, and you know that. And they want to just let you know it's not good for you to hold on to hoping for things will be back to what they were before. There's things that are never going to be the way they were before. Change is good, however. It's healthy and it's good for everybody, right, Rhonda? So you're changing, you're growing, and your situation at home the changes are going to be okay. All right, let's get you a stone, and then we're done. You got a apophyllite crystal. I am unfortunately sold out of apophyllite. Let me go to apophyllite in here. Hopefully they put it in here. Apophyllite, wonderful, because I opened it up to the word apophyllite. I love apophyllite. Normally when you see it, it's like these little pyramids. They're just little pyramids with like a flat base. Yeah. Apophyllite is has a high water content, which makes it a very efficient conductor of energy and a carrier of the Akashic record. That's the esoteric record of all that has occurred and will occur, including past life information. Its presence in a room enhances the energies as it is a powerful vibrational transmitter. Apophyllite creates conscious connection between the physical and the spiritual realms. During out-of-body journeys, it keeps a strong connection with the physical body, allowing information to be transmitted from the spiritual realm into the physical realm. This spiritual stone enhances clear sight, stimulating intuition, and enabling the future to be accessed. It is an excellent stone for scrying. Are you kidding me? Another scryer in the room, Rhonda. I feel like for you, Rhonda, you're going to find some of the way that you can cope with the changes in your life is by going into more of your spirituality. And however that looks like to you, I think that apophyllite is it's like a psychic stone. It's like amplifying your connection. So maybe give it a whirl. Give some prayer. Get back into some prayer time. See if you can get yourself an apophyllite. Hang on to it, or even place it, in a place of your home where you see it every day to inspire you and just to be aware you've got angels around you. They're ready. They want to talk with you. They want to give you those little seeds of thoughts in your mind and help you through this transition that you're in. Everybody, what an amazing show. I want to thank you all for listening. We will see you next week with our special guest. We're going to be talking about ghost hunting. Normally, we would be doing our sun signs, but he's a special guest, and I thought, no, I'm not going to start going back and forth with dates. Let's just get him in, and we can do our sun signs the week after. I want to send you all encouragement, love, courage to be strong and to look in the places we're scared to look in. Also, remember those 3 gates. Is it kind? Is it helpful? And is it necessary? All right? I love you all. And we will see you next week. And don't forget, like and subscribe.